Hi there, this is George Kosch, and I'm the CEO of World Profit, and it's my pleasure to present to you something we've worked on for a long time. It's called the Magic Popover System. Now, we've all seen popovers, you know, those little boxes that show up on pages. What I found very difficult about them is every time I go to a company that offers them, well, they cost a lot of money, and they're very hard to use. They're incredibly difficult to use and set up. I think what you're going to find, what I've created here, is simplified, easy to use, and after you see me playing around with it, I think you're gonna realize just how cool it is. Before I show you how this works, excuse me, I'm going to let you know that you get 10 of these Magic Popovers with the account. So once you've booked it and set it up, you'll get 10. You can use them for anything that you like. You are able to customize them. In other words, you can have different animations, you know, where you have a little box and it just appears and fades in, or it bounces or comes in. You can also place it, precise placement, wherever you want it. It could be, you know, the center, top left, top right, that sort of thing. If you want to have a YouTube video in, you can also do that too. YouTube videos are fantastic, especially to complement a landing page that you want people to be able to find out information on. Makes it a lot easier, especially since you could put the same pop-up on 5 different sites. Easy to customize, I'm going to show you that. You can change colors, size of the box, and things like that. And it does integrate very nicely. You can either use an iframe, which is really, you take a URL of another website and you could just put it in and have that as the box, and you can resize it. Or you could put your own HTML in, which is really cool. I'm going to show you that too. And don't worry about the HTML, because I'm going to show you how I used our AI assistant over here to do that. Okay, so really cool. And again, you get 10. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set myself up as a customer. So we'll say that I've made the purchase, and this is what you're going to see. You're going to see 10 popovers, and they're not going to be set up with anything, and that's why I'm here, because I want to show you how this all works. So the first thing, I would leave the tabs the way they are, but you can change a tab name to be something that you'll remember. I would keep these extremely short, because you don't want your tabs running all over the place, and go from there. The popover name and title is going to show up. I'm going to set up a quick one for you, and then you can kind of see what we're looking at here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll set up an iframe one, which is really easy to do. Just put in a website. So I'm going to put in my own. Oh, sorry, we'll go georgekosch.com. And this is a great way to start, because all I have in here is, I'm going to update this, is just a website. You can see that I'm in iframe mode, which is right here. This is iframe, and you also have another mode, HTML. Okay, so you can switch them seamlessly. They'll switch immediately for you. You don't need to update the page. Okay, just for these, they'll update automatically. So if you take a look at the popover, you can see how we've come up with a really nice popover. And you can resize this whole thing if you want. People can easily close it, and they can interact with the site because they can scroll. So let's say that we wanted to go down here and play with some of these things, like a delay. Say that you wanted 5 seconds. Okay, so we go into here now, and I'll hit refresh. And you can see that we're going to wait 5 seconds, and then we should see our pop-up show up. There you go. So let's switch that back, and you notice I don't have to save the page. It automatically does it when you see this green update. Say that we want to be, let's go with center of the page. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to refresh it. And I think I'll leave it there for the rest of the demo. Okay, so it's centered on that page, which is really nice. You can also have the box, like if you notice here, there's a little box at the top that's black right now. You can play around with that too. We can change that color to, say we wanted a red. And then we hit our refresh. And you'll see how that changes. And then if you want to have some wording up there, you can change it this way. Hi there, this is my title. And in this case, we want to update. And then if we go back to the popover, and you'll notice, let's change the color to, let's say, let's go with a yellow, or more of a, I guess that's more of a gold, isn't it? Probably go up in here. Let's go with that one. So you can see it's updated. That way we can see it. And as you'll notice here, I'm playing around with this a lot. So that way you can see all the different things that we can do with it. All right, so let's go back here. And so now we've got some stuff going on. We can change that. We can also have an animation. How about we slide in from the right? Okay, let's try that one. See what that looks like. There we go. So we're sliding it in from the right. Probably don't want to use that because that box is pretty big. And then we could try fading in. There, so more of a fade. And you could play with all these. You can have a ripple effect. There you go. Sort of a ripply effect there. Probably just didn't show up on my screen. Now, here's the neat part. So we're going to set this to no effect. And let's try something here that's really cool. We're going to set this to HTML mode. And what I did was I went in and I grabbed some code for a sign-up form for Will Profit. And the way you do that is you just go to your website management system, which is right here. Click on your home button. And if you scroll to the very bottom of the page, you'll see form code. And what I did was I took this code right here to here, because you don't need any of this other stuff, and I just copied it. And I went to ChatGPT. And I said, hey, let's set something up here. So I said, listen, I've got some sign up form code. I put it in. And I said, let's make it look great. So it gave me this here. It actually created all of this here for me. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to copy it. And I'm just going to place it in to the HTML version. Because you see how we put it in HTML mode. And I'm going to go source. So you click the source button here and I paste it in. And you'll see it looks kind of nice. Right? Yeah, you can ignore things like that. That's just some form code in there. But what I want you to see from this is that you can do things with this form to make it look nicer. You could tell GPT, I like it to look better, or you know, maybe have some different colors. But if we go to the popover now, you can see how it shows up here. Now what we would want to do is change the size of the box. And I'd like it to be at the bottom right, because sign-up forms are usually at the bottom right. So here we go. Let's just change it. Let's set this to, I don't know, 400 across. And how far down? Maybe, I don't know. Let's just say 400 by 400 and see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got it there and we're going to put it at the bottom. Let's go to the bottom right. Okay, instead of center of the page, we'll go bottom right. And let's see what that looks like. So you can see just how dynamic this system is. It's easy to move things around. You can have things bouncing in, bouncing out, fading in, fading out, and we can change some of the texting and things like that. All right, so pretty cool. People sign up and they would come into Will Profit. Now here's the neat part is if you go to your other affiliate program and they give you any type of code, you can then come to GPT and say, hey, I just want you to make this look really nice, so that you can enter it in as HTML, or better yet, you can simply create your own form. And you could have even a button in here instead of even a sign-up form. You could say, listen, I want a great description of, say, Hercules, and I want a button that will click and go to my URL, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of potential here for you to be able to do some pretty incredible things. Okay, so we've got that. How about a YouTube video? Well, for YouTube, you want to switch this mode to iframe mode. Then we're going to go here and we're going to go to YouTube, and this is really easy. Click on the share button for your video, whichever one that you want to do, and go to the embed. So you want to take the embed one, and then you copy this. And watch this. We simply go in here, we erase that one, and we pop it in. hit update, and now we've got a YouTube video. So you see how the size, I want to change that size, no problem. Make it a little bit wider, right? So it says 560 by 315. So let's go 560. Let's go maybe 570 or 580. Try 580, and we'll leave it at 400 for now. And let's refresh. There you go. So what I want you to see from this is we can cut off this and this. So you see there's a little space here. No problem at all. You can tighten it right up. What I want you to see is that you can do so much with this. Now, here's the neat part. That was a demo using the See Your Popover on a demo page. How about if we take this and we go to a landing page now? So we're going to copy this code, and this is only the code that you need right there as is. And we're going to go to the landing page builder. And I've got it right here. This is landing page builder 28, which is the Magic site grabber. So I'll show it to you here down on 28. It's a good one. This is one of my favorite ones because you can just put a URL in from, say, your affiliate program and have it come in here. And then suddenly, like if you look at what it looks like this. So this is for the site. Now I could do a pop-up box for somewhere and just put it in here and say, let's update that. Now if we refresh it, there we go. Okay, so now you've got a video in here. You could have it come in from the right. You can come in, make it bounce, do different things like that. So really, really powerful. And if you wanted your form in there instead, you would simply go back to the main site here and say, oh, I want to use this form instead. And then you can copy the form over to maybe another popover because you have 10 of them. And you can create these popovers with no limit. You just do whatever you want in them. You can change different colors and things like that. You know, say I don't want a red box, say I want it to be this color. Presto, color just changes for you. All right, so very powerful. And then you'd want to get rid of this over here on the right, which is easy. You just want to go in here and just change the width. So you got the height, you've got the width of the box, and just change it to something different, maybe, I don't know, 300. See what it does. Just hit here and sit here and hit refresh. So what I'm trying to show you is this sign up form took 2 seconds to create. You could put a little note up there if you want, or just leave it as a color, and then you're off to the races. So we've got the ability to do pretty much anything that you can think of. The editor is very powerful, and go from there. So if I've left anything out or you have any other questions, feel free to fill in a support ticket. And oh yeah, before I leave, this also works with Leads Leap. You can post code into your Leads Leap pages too if you're using that under our top sites. I think we've got it under Cool Tools here. You can use it into Leads Leap too. Okay, thank you very much.